video response to Shafe, who doesn't like the Beatles. That's my whole takeaway. You don't like the Beatles. Yeah. Did you see the documentary, or did you not like the Beatles so much that you don't bother to watch it? You never really got into not seeing it. I honestly think you dig it, because the Beatles, they weren't just the Fab Four. Their producer was a huge deal. The mixer, real team effort. But I understand what you mean about their, you say like bubblegum rock, and that is true. They did some heavy stuff, but there's a lot of bubblegum stuff. You use Paperback Writer as an example. What I like, Paperback Writer is one of my favorite songs, and what I like about it is the way McCartney uses words and verbiage and prose, and it isn't the words and the meaning themselves. Like, it's not deep, it's not trying to dig deep like a poem, but the sounds of the word are actually another instrument, you know? Like when he says Eleanor Rigby, that different song, but you know, they use a lot of that wordplay. I dig it, but it's nonsensical from a word standpoint. Just the way I view it, the way I see it, the way I experience it, it's just sound. Now, as a guitar player, the intro to Paperback Writer, when John Lennon comes in with that distorted riff, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? Nobody was playing guitar like that at that time, man. I'm just saying. All right, I get it too that John Lennon kind of comes off as a dick. I would say they had the fortunate blessing of being able to live a privileged artist's life. I had no respect for Lennon either. I liked Julian Lennon in the 80s. You know, when he had, I don't even remember that song. Was it Cry? Or was that song by Wham? But I was a fan of Julian Lennon's work. And I looked into him like, oh my gosh, that's John Lennon's son. But then when I looked at it, it's like, whoa, first wife, da-da-da-da-da. And then he did that. Now, John Lennon did all those things when he was young, but I mean, that's no excuse. I have limited respect for bad fathers and bad mothers. I have very, very limited patience for those types of that sort. So I get that. I think you're right about Revolver being their best album. Yeah, it is good. Revolution, which isn't on Revolver, I don't think. I think Revolution's on the White Album, maybe. But you know, them plugging into that dying channel to get that distortion in a time when distortion wasn't a pedal. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not saying the Beatles invented rock and roll. You didn't even touch on this. I said the Beatles invented metal. The Beatles invented metal, or at least were one of the pioneers of it. The heavy crunch, working it out. Lennon specifically, the guy could play the hell out of the guitar, and they're really overdriven. And you're talking they're like what, working through those old Vox amplifiers. You know, not even like Marshall full stacks back then, and then somehow modulating and getting that sound. correct me if I'm wrong, who else was making that sound? We're talking early 60s now. Now mid to late, when you got like your other guys came out and is it Link Ray came out? Link Ray's right up there too. Oh man. Between Link Ray maybe inventing metal also. Dude, his song was literally banned from the radio. Brown, brown, brown. Doom, 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 boom, doom, boom, 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 doom, boom, boom, boom. Brown, brown, brown. Dude, so good. So very good. And he's an indigenous American, so we can still listen to him. Try canceling that, motherfuckers. And that Stratocaster just sitting there, just still ringing. I know you're a Gibson guy, but that made my throat hurt. That's what she said. All right, hope everybody's doing good. Not sure what's going to happen to the pirate ship. My next strike, I get a week off. So if I randomly don't post on this channel for a week and you see me get caught up on the Lambdog 76 My Story playlist, then you'll know what happened. I ain't gonna whine and bitch about it. Hell, I'm a pirate. Just keep to the code. Take what you can. Give nothing back. He who falls behind gets left behind.